Welcome back, everybody. Well, here we go. We're going to add our air dry clay to our Harley Quinn skull. This is the air dry clay, and I will link it in the description below. And we have a cup of water. So I'm just going to get my gloves on. You don't have to wear gloves when doing this, but I find it makes cleanup a little easier. Now the air dry clay I keep in a Ziploc bag once I open the package, and I keep a damp paper towel wrapped around it. That way the air dry clay stays damp and it doesn't dry up and it doesn't, get solid. So that when you're ready to work with it again, it's still ready to go. This clay does not need to be baked. You just let it sit out and it will change into a white color instead of the cream color as soon as it's dry. You want to keep your hands constantly dipping in that water so that the clay doesn't dry out while you're working with it. And we're just going to wrap it around the tin foil, smoothing it out around the head, smoothing it up. You don't want it too thin because then you're going to be able to see spots of foil, and we don't want that. And you don't want it too thick either, because then it's going to make your piece incredibly heavy. So you just want to smooth it out, push it up along the foil, making sure you're covering every bit of it. And having your hands constantly wet will make it easier to smooth it out. I'm just going to continue forming it up the side of the headpiece. You want to make sure you're covering all the foil, including the underside as well. Smoothing it back from the face a little bit and really thinning it out right there so there's not like a ledge. And then we're going to begin on the other side, pushing those two sides together in the middle, and then smoothing them out. Again, keeping our fingers wet so that we can smooth everything nice and crisp. And this video is definitely one of my longer ones, but I wanted to make sure that I took the time to do this correctly and that you got to see the whole process. To be fair, I sat at my desk for 2 hours and I managed to get it down to about a 40-minute video, so not bad. There was no way I was going to put you guys through the 2 hours. That would have just been mean. And then once this sits and it's completely dried all the way through, then we'll be able to take our acrylic paints and paint over it, which will really make it look more like Harley's hat.
Here's to moments bright and free in the resin world. Just you and me, creating memories, sparkling bright in this art. We find our light. Time is standing still as I let go of your cold hand. Eyes are wet but lips are dry, and all the things we'd planned were never what you wanted. We've been lying from the start. Guess I knew it, just ignored it. I let go of your cold hand. I guess I saw it coming, yet it took me by surprise. Oh, oh. But if there's nothing left to cry for, then I will just crack a smile. Oh, oh. I had a million different things to do, and every one of them included you. We had a million different things to do.
I'm just securing my air dry clay back in its bag. I'm just going to go over and make sure everything's nice and smooth. Now I'm going to take my dotting tool and I'm going to add some texture. Since the bottom parts of the hat are like little pom-poms, I want to give it some texture to make it look more like pom-poms. Pom-poms, cotton balls, whatever anybody calls them.
But if there's nothing left to cry for, then I will just crack a smile. Oh, oh.
I'm going to repeat on the other side.
If it was never what you wanted, we've been lying from the start. Guess I knew it, just ignored it. I let go of your cold hand.
And then I'm going to make some lines, kind of like fabric lines in the side pieces. Again, just giving it some texture so it's not just plain flat. Then we're going to let her dry. Typically it's about 24 hours, but I'm probably going to let her sit a good 48 hours before we touch her again. Now the cleanup process. Gonna grab some UV resin. And start making some circles. We're gonna make a flower that can either be used as like a pendant or a brooch. So I'm gonna create some circles, decent sized ones. And create about 6 of these. Making sure they're far enough apart that they won't blend together, and I still have room to add their little points at the tip of them. Spray them with a little alcohol, make sure we get out the bubbles, and drag them down to the center. Make sure we grab each one, and we're just taking that resin and just dragging it straight down. Just forming a petal shape. And then we're going to let those cure. There we go. Peel them up, flip them over. Now I'm going to dome them. Oh, there's a hair. Gotta get the hair off.
Swirls of gold and aquamarine. Dancing light.
All right, now we're going to dome them.
Her hands create what her heart.
And as we're doming them, we're going to do a drop of red alcohol ink.
Glitter falls like summer rain. Every shade has its own name.
Just one drop.
Petal pink
And then we're just going to spread that nice and slowly.
She's painting life inside a frame. Oh, the world is done.
And I'm not after making the whole thing red. I do want to leave some parts that are still have the clear to them. Doing our tap test. See, it's not solid red, there are still some clear parts there. And then we're just going to repeat that process for all of the petals.
Tiny stars in midnight blue, drips of honey, drops of dew. Every flaw she makes it true. Imperfections shine like new. Marbled skies and oceans crest, pouring out her soul's request. No such thing as second best when she's wearing her own dress. Oh, the world is dull and gray till she turns it all to play. With a flick, a spark, a twist, she remakes it with her wrist. Resin rainbow, heartbeat bright,
And there we go. Now we're going to push them in slightly so that they overlap. And then I'm going to squeeze some UV resin into the center to kind of lock them all together. I'm getting close to the end of this bottle, so making sure I get every drop out of it. And then we're going to cure that. Okay, and then we're going to make some more circles. I'm making 6 more. And then these are going to be the flower that sits on top of the bigger flower. So again, same process. We're going to drag from the middle and drag it out to create our petal. And I know some of them still have bubbles, but when it was finished, I kind of liked the bubbles in there. It almost looked like there were dewdrops on it. Did try to get most of the bubbles and then just gave up. I'm going to cure those 6. Cure the underside of that one. Then I had an idea. So I have the strips of the really shiny film, and again, I don't know how to pronounce its name, so I'll link it in the description. And I laid our red flower on top of it, and I loved the way it made it shimmer. It really brought some life and some extra texture in the background of our flower. So I'm looking for a second one that is exact same color as the one we already have under our flower. And my blind self went, that's close, right? Yet no, it wasn't. It was not. There, I found the correct strip. So you're just going to lay them side by side. And these little shiny strips will stick to everything but what you want. They'll stick to your hands, they'll stick to the silicone mat, everything. I just added some resin to the middle of the flower and to each one of the petals. And I'm going to cure it straight to that film. Look at how pretty it looks under there. Now we're going to take up our new petals and turn them upside down to make sure they are fully cured on both sides. Didn't want the sticky petals. You see how they left the little stickiness on the silicone mat? That's one way to tell you need to cure the underside. Just cleaning up the mess with an alcohol wipe. And we have the 6 petals for our top flower. So I'm just going to cut off the excess around the flower, as close to the flower as I can get it. Give that a little more cure. Yes, I'm a fan of extra curing time. And then we're going to dome the top of these, but we're going to leave them clear. Kind of funny. They look like little spoons. Just thought of that. I'm just staring at them going, huh, they look like little spoons. Just trying to make sure I get the resin all the way to the edges.
Eyes are wet, but lips are dry, and all the things we'd planned were never what you wanted. We've been lying from the start. Guess I knew it, just ignored it. I let go of your cold hand. I guess I saw it coming, yet it took me by surprise. Oh, oh. But if there's nothing left to cry for, then I will just crack a smile. Oh, oh. I had a million different things to do, and every one of them included you. We had a million different things to do. What can I say? Well,
Now you want to be careful doing it like I am. I'm a little too close to the UV lamp, and that one side starts to cure pretty quick because of how close it is to the UV light. Alright, so off camera, I added more of the film to the clear ones, and we're just gonna, I cut them out, and we're just going to pour some resin onto the film and set those to cure. Because I really liked how that film made them all nice and shiny. What can I say? I like shiny things. But do you see how the red flower now has flecks of gold and orange and yellow in it? It really gives it some really pretty dimension. You know, when my sleeve's not in the way. Or, you know, I moved the flower out of camera view. I think it's fine. So really for this part, that's all I'm doing is I'm just putting some resin down onto the film and then putting our petals on top of it, and then we're going to cure them all together.
If it was never what you wanted, we've been lying from the start. Guess I knew it, just ignored it. I let go of your cold hand. She pours the colors in a dream, swirls of gold and aquamarine, dancing light through crystal streams.
Now hit them again so they'll cure a little longer.
What her heart
I like to make sure everything's nice and cured before I pull it out. Now flip them over
like summer rain.
so we can make sure we cure the back side.
Every shade has its own name.
And voila!
Little pink and sunset flame. She's
Now I am going to dome the back of these as well.
afraid.
Just a little extra protection for that foil, that film on the back of them.
Turns it all to play with a flick, a spark, a twist. She remakes it with her wrist. Resin rainbow, heartbeat bright, shining through the darkest night. Every layer tells a tale of a
And at some point, I don't remember when, I did reach for bottle number 2. Because bottle number 1 was done.
drowning
And if y'all haven't used the Hey Clear resin, I would highly recommend it.
stars in midnight blue.
Hey Clear and Let's Resin so far are my favorites.
Every flaw she makes it true.
And we're going to cure those.
Imperfections shine like new. Marbled skies and oceans crest.
And I've got the lamp tilted to make sure I get all the sides as well.
Pouring out her soul's request. No such thing as
Yeah, I really wasn't sitting there rocking it that fast. I sped that part up.
when she's wearing her own dress.
And there we go. Now those two did connect, but I'm going to be able to put those apart.
Till she turns it all to play.
But look at the shine on these.
A spark, a twist. She remakes it with her wrist. Resin rainbow, heartbeat bright, shining through the
Not gonna lie, nearly broke my scissors trying to break these two apart.
tells a tale of a love that won't grow pale.
I'm just gonna go through with each one of them and clear up or cut off any of the foil that may still be sticking out. I'm going to clean this up a bit. Alright, now we're going to arrange them on the bigger flower. Kind of overlapping them a bit. This took a little longer than it should have because I'm indecisive. And then we're going to add our resin to the center to hold it in place. Cure that. And get our rhinestones out. I am going to speed up the rhinestone part. And set that to cure. And there we go. Isn't it pretty? I love how that turned out, and I'm super excited to see the way Harley comes out. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me, spending time with me. I appreciate it so much. Thank you to all my subscribers. We are at 92 right now, hoping to hit 100 by the end of the month. Check out the pictures, and I will see you guys next time. And y'all stay warm. Apparently we're supposed to get Snowmageddon this year. Bye, guys.